The City of Durban is preparing to start welcoming an influx of domestic tourists following the relaxation of lockdown regulations. The municipality, through the Rediscover Durban campaign, has been encouraging tourists on virtual platforms to explore its hidden gems and is now calling on the sector and citizens to reignite Durban. To tell us more about this, we're joined on Skype by the Deputy Head of Durban Tourism, Winile Mntungwa. Ms. Mntungwa, thank you so much for making the time. Have you started seeing an increase in the number of tourists visiting the city since the relaxation of lockdown regulations?
Good morning, Desiree. Indeed, ever since the alert level 2, there has been an influx on leisure travel. The hotels are buzzing, the restaurants are buzzing, the different attractions are buzzing, and there's quite a lot of movement that is happening in as far as domestic tourism is concerned. So as Durban, we are really encouraging our visitors or our citizens and Durbanites and South Africans to actually explore Durban because it's leisure is open. And they must, go and relax with family, with friends. And as Durban, we are ready. We are open for business. And we are saying it's tourism month. It's heritage month. We are encouraging them to go out and explore Durban because Durban is open for business.
It has been said a lot, even the minister said it, tourism has been negatively impacted by COVID-19. What are some of the recovery programs as a city you're working on to try and revive the sector?
Okay, what is critical, firstly, is to, as a City of Durban, is to robustly promote the destination because in terms of the awareness, since the July, we've been promoting the destination to keep the brand alive, to say, while we are on COVID, as Durban, as the alert levels are gradually were being, lowered and de-risked, we were, getting ready as Durban. And also, in as far as the businesses are concerned, currently as the City of Durban, we've just announced the Economic Recovery Fund, which businesses are encouraged to actually apply for following the recovery fund that was open at National. So as a city, we have actually opened that up to invite businesses to actually apply for that fund, that businesses that also have been hit hard can apply and actually get some form of funding towards that. And then the other element is issues of rates rebates for the businesses, which from being taxed as businesses, they can apply for being residential, so that they are able to at least save, because financially they've actually been hit hard. But more than anything, as a destination, now that we are open, we are doing a lot of packages collaboratively with the private sector in as far as tourism to actually reboost the businesses and restaurants, to promote them, to attract visitors to actually come to those restaurants. So in terms of other elements, particularly now that is tourism month and the visitor, encouraging visitors to come to the City of Durban, we are working with private sector in terms of saying we are reigniting Durban, lighting up Durban, culminating to the World Tourism Day, which is on the 27th of September. And as a city, we are robustly working towards that, as we are going to be having more and more visitors coming in, the hotels being open, as well as the restaurants being open, and many more attractions and packages that are affordable for the visitors, because a lot of people have been economically hit for disposable income as well.
So the city successfully hosted a virtual Vodacom Durban July. What lessons as a sector have you learned from this experience?
The lessons that we've actually learned, and they've yielded positive outcomes for us, is that it, with the primary objectives of creating talkability, is that the brand has been kept alive. Because as we speak, with the impact of the virtual Durban July, we have been able to create the talkability. We have been able to, from the talkability, the domestic travel, based on the results that are coming out now, the hotels are getting bookings. The restaurants, from the opening of the leisure travel, the people are going to the restaurants. And when you look at the tourism precincts, Florida Road, Churchill Drive, the townships as well, they, from yesterday, just taking a drive, there was a lot of buzz in the beachfront and a lot of these precincts. So the virtual, promotion through social media, through the virtual July, for example, and as well as the robust, digital campaigns that we've been running as the destination, they have yielded positive results, because keeping the brand alive, it has been resonating in the minds of South Africans and Durbanites, that as soon as alert level 2 allowed, with an extended curfew, they've gone out to the restaurants and coming down, even the flights. When you getting the numbers on domestic with our airport, the numbers are indicating that the domestic travel in terms of intra-provincial, they are actually picking up, people coming from Joburg. When you look around, looking at the number plates for the registration cars as well, they are foreign registrations, which is an indication that the impact of our digital awareness that we have been doing throughout the COVID-19 as a destination, it has actually yielded the positive results. And that is why even now during September month, we are encouraging, and we are going robustly to encourage, to say, let us go out. It's tourism month. It's a month of traveling. It's a month of exploring our own city. It's a month of exploring our own heritage, because September is also a heritage month. Knowing our Durban, knowing our history, understanding more of our Durban, not only hearing it, but going out to explore it, understanding Moses Mabhida, understanding City Hall, understanding Ushaka Marine. So all those things beyond just digital campaign, now in alert level 2, it's the time to actually go out and explore, adventure, family outings. There's a lot of experiences that Durban actually has to offer, but all that is paying off because of the work as a city we've actually done from day one of the lockdown when we started in March. So it has actually yielded a lot of positive results, and we will continue culminating to the festive season, because we are so positive that in festive season, if the numbers of the infections actually go down, we will have, much more relaxed regulations. And one important thing is that as a destination, we emphasize that we are ready. We are complying with the COVID regulations. All our tourism products and attractions, they are complying with the regulations to make sure that we do not go back, to the peak, and we are contributing to the solution. So Durban is ready and open for business, and we encourage people to explore Durban, explore the destination, and we care about them. Their safety comes first while they are exploring the destination.
So take us through some of the activities the city will be undertaking as September marks both Tourism and Heritage Month.
Okay, what is happening, emanating from the theme that we are having? We are saying our theme is My Heritage, My City. So Durban is made up of different iconic buildings and sites, the likes of the Moses Mabhida Stadium, which is an iconic attraction. It was, and it has been named after an iconic legend, Moses Mabhida. So those are the things that we are actually showcasing throughout the month and educating people about what Moses Mabhida is about, both from a heritage point of view, who is Moses Mabhida, and what Moses Mabhida is as an attraction, what contribution it has made to the city in terms of its economic impact, what the significance of Moses Mabhida is to the city's economy, and the different attractions Moses Mabhida has. Moses Mabhida has got the Big Rush, which is actually holding a Guinness Book of Records in terms of being a bungee jump in a stadium. We've got the Sky car. You know, when you ride on it, it's right there in the archway. You see 360 degree of the city. So those are the different, you know, tourism awareness that we are doing, as well as attractions like the City Hall, in terms of the precinct of the City Hall towards its contribution in the heritage. Icons like the International Convention Center, which is actually named after Dr. Albert Luthuli, who is also an icon within the history of South Africa, and also that ICC. A lot of people do not know that the Durban ICC was actually an apartheid prison. So those are the actual awareness, tourism awareness, you know, campaigns that we are actually running throughout. We are running them on radio, we are running them on social media, and we are also running them on, you know, through some walking tours and city tours, in terms of galvanizing the community to actually be part of an awareness, and not only ending with them just knowing, but also for them to actually explore and go and see those attractions. But the finale is that on the 27th of September, which is actually the World Tourism Day, as Durban, as part of reigniting, brightening up the future of or signifying the future of a bright tourism, because we are from very dark times in tourism, we are going to be lighting up the city through these different icons, in terms of saying we are reigniting our hope, you know, of the tourism sector of Durban, to say we are looking forward to a brighter future, for a brighter, you know, prosperity of the tourism sector, as a, you know, to make sure that we collectively hold our hands together with the industry, to say these are the things as a city that resembles our attractions, our heritage, and we are going towards a brighter future. Not only these iconic sites, but also our hotels. We've got hotels that have actually held high, you know, global iconic accolades. The Hilton Hotel, you know, the Tsogo Sands, the Elangeni. So those as well are going to be, you know, a part of the campaign in terms of being brightened up. But I'd also like to mention that as part of our campaign, it's also to create an awareness to say Durban is a global destination, simply because just recently many of our we've received a lot of nominations around in the World Travel Awards, which we have been nominated for Africa's leading city destination, festival and events destination, as well as a meetings and conference destination. So the ICC, for example, is an iconic site that has actually been nominated to be a conference destination. And that is one of the pride for us, which is about saying this is our heritage, and it continues to win accolades within a global, you know, a global platform like the World Tourism Travel platform. So those are the elements that we're actually going to be doing. And our townships as well, they play a significant role in terms of our heritage, because Durban is a melting pot of the cultural diversity. We are actually going to be having some campaigns in as far as fusing the cultural diversity of the different cultures of Durban in townships, having activations within the township attractions, as well as the rural attractions, whereby emanating from or in line with the national theme of rural and township development. There is rural tourism that plays a role. So there's many activations and activities that will be happening in the different attractions of the rural tourism attractions, because those have also been hit hard by the COVID-19, and it's part of the recovery plan. It's not just about promoting tourism in isolation. It's significantly also making sure that collectively in the economy of Durban, all these attractions and areas across the city of Durban, they become part of the recovery plan of our economy.
You were talking now about the ICC. eThekwini's premier business and leisure attractions have been nominated in the 27th Annual World Travel Awards. Talk to us about what that nomination means for the city.
For us as a city, that nomination means that Durban as a destination is still top of mind as a premium business and leisure destination in spite of the pandemic, because for us to be nominated within this a challenge that we've had, it tells us that the brand of Durban is still holding a space in the global tourism space. So that encourages us that we are still a global player, and will continue to actually instill the confidence to our visitors. And with that, it demonstrates that we are indeed a global player, and we are indeed complying with all the regulations, as we've always done in terms of maintaining global standards. So that for us, it's an indication to say it enforces that being nominated in the global platform of a world travel, we are indeed a platform or a destination that travelers across the world, not only in South Africa, can believe in us to be a destination of choice to actually come and visit, not only for leisure, but as well as for business travel in terms of conventions, because there's a lot of international and global, business events that have happened here in Durban. And when the time allows, we're confident that we will be able to continue to do this. So these kind of nominations are a reinforcement to say, as a destination, we indeed are ready. We indeed are open for business. And we indeed are the destination of choice for both tourism, leisure travel, as well as business travel. And what we'd like to do is to encourage all Durbanites, wherever they are across South Africa, to please just continue to vote for us. It's also part of the pride that we encourage our Durbanites and citizens to actually take in Durban, to go on the website of the World Travel Awards and vote. But we strongly believe that with the facilities that we have and the kind of service that we offer as a destination, indeed, we are world class. That is why we've been seen fit to be nominated to actually be part of the World Travel Awards. And we have actually won the awards year on year, and we want to continue, because every time we raise the bar, and we continue to make sure that we don't take our travelers and our visitors for granted. We want to make sure that the service that we render to them is of the highest standard, and that for us is very important.
Well, that's quite a mouthful there, but let's hope the tourists will start responding. Winile Mntungwa there from KZN Tourism. Thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you very much.